Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a little bit more of a nice follow-up when it comes to some PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X walk-ins, although slightly more favoring on the Xbox. We did actually have a little bit more new PlayStation walk-in news, which is nice to go and cover, and as well with the fact that people are getting their consoles and having a good time, always makes me pretty happy. We're also going to give you guys a little bit more update on the Best Buy situation, because we actually did see quite a few folks also getting their consoles, so I'll give you guys all the details on that one throughout these next few, minutes. I'm kind of talking and rambling to all of you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. So use that Twitter link down below. Make sure you guys enter on there and follow the Twitter itself and the Twitch stream too with that link down below if you guys want to follow that one. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, and that Weeble and Coinbase. And let's go and dive in the video itself. And above, you guys having a lovely and fantastic Sunday. I do want to make a quick little side announcement too. We're actually going to have probably a little bit of a special video later on. I'll probably make a community post or tweet and talk about it a little bit as well. But letting you guys all know we have a very, very special video that we put a lot of effort into, a lot of editing, a lot of talking, a lot of all that stuff. So if you guys see that maybe later on tonight, maybe around like the 4 to 6 p.m. range or so, I'll be on the lookout for it. Let me know your honest thoughts and opinions on it. I'll probably talk about it a lot because I would like to try to do that as somewhat more of a future flow for my videos, just so you guys all know for that one. So first and foremost, Best Buy. If you guys saw, as of these past 2 days, we've been kind of talking a lot more about how we've been seeing a lot more Best Buy walk-ins and Best Buy movement and Best Buy pretty much everything, and it's been going pretty good. We saw a lot of people. This has been a little bit more focused on Xbox. If you guys missed some of the actual pictures or proof or whatever, check out the video maybe yesterday. But just we've been doing these videos forever, just to roll with it. When it comes to the Xboxes, a lot, and I mean a lot of people who went and checked their Best Buy stores and Best Buy locations had stock, and they were able to actually go get their Xbox Series X consoles for the weird kind of somewhat Best Buy walk-in. Now, I do always want to remind you guys, not every store, some folks may be unlucky, and this was also more, at least for the PlayStation stuff that happened 2 weeks ago, it seemed a lot more on event stores. I'm not sure if this one corresponds as much to event stores. It may even be regional as well, but from everything we've been seeing stuff in California, I think even Illinois, and some other various states too. A lot of people, I'm talking a lot of folks, enough where it's you guys should probably go, if you want to get your console, maybe just do the quick haul. It might take 2-3 minutes, or just be nice and be did you guys have stock before? Are you guys going to have stock soon? Etc., etc. Because it does kind of seem like Best Buy is slowly kind of switching somewhat more into a more in-person type style thing. So for Xboxes, we saw a lot of people, a lot of people getting their consoles. PlayStations, though, as we kind of covered as of yesterday, this is more so kind of seems like an Xbox Series X-centric drop. Although as people were doing that stuff, we did actually see a few PlayStation 5 consoles also in the fray. So as letting you guys all know, we have also been seeing that, although that's very low ratio-wise in comparison to the Xbox, very, very, very low. So my big thing to kind of note is Xboxes looking good, worth checking your app too as well, or even checking stores on open. So at least for as you guys know, this video is going to probably be live at 7 o'clock, so it might be worthwhile for you guys to go and just check your stores and see throughout the day. But I kind of say usually more wait for them to be open, give them a call, and ask around for stock or their stock in the back house. I think you just have to ask for the SKU unit, and that's available on the website itself, so go call and check. But like I said, a lot of folks have done it. It's kind of it always kind of depends on the areas and locations for most walk-ins, which is why I'm not my favorite thing to go cover. But if people are getting their consoles, I'd rather them, get their consoles. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. PlayStation 5s, like I said, very selectively. It might just be leftover stock for the forever ago drops. But be on the lookout for it in case you guys want to. We'll give you guys more updates if there's any more PlayStation 5s, etc., etc. For that. So this is kind of cool. And also, like I said, keep on checking the Glitched app. If you guys pull up the app and you guys see a store, sometimes that store will have stock. Even if it says out of stock, if it shows up, it's kind of why is it showing up if all the other stores aren't showing up? And that's usually an indication that that store may have extra stock available. So some of you guys know, this is more of a evolving thing where we're going to be finding out more information as time goes on and as we keep on seeing. But loads of folks have gotten it. Loads of folks have constantly getting it. It's kind of all around good stuff. So at least good news with that. Part 2 is a little bit more on the updates for GameStop. This is more kind of just going to give you guys the details on it. If you guys missed my video yesterday, we did go and talk about the fact that GameStop has actually been receiving some PlayStation 5 console stock. So as letting you guys all know, we have been seeing it. It kind of seems we've been having employees confirming it, and that does bump up the likelihood of a drop, at least for walk-ins in the near future too as well. Although we'll probably get more information for that stuff, or maybe have 1 or 2 more additional information videos. So if you guys work at GameStop and want to give us some deets, you maybe have a brother or something like that, I don't know who works over there, feel free to ask them and try to send some more details, send me an email or whatever. Although that does bump up the likelihood of a PlayStation 5 walk-in event a lot for them, which is very nice, because while Best Buy is kind of coming in clutch with this random Xbox drop, PlayStations are kind of still the king. Everyone keeps on trying to get their PlayStations. So just keep that in mind. We'll try to get more details for you guys soon, whether today or the next few days. Now as well, Target. Same thing with Best Buy. We actually have seen another big uptick of them getting more Xbox Series X's in store. So just in case you just want to go and maybe check your Best Buy and Targets throughout today, the likelihood does bump up quite a bit for you guys potentially getting your Xbox Series X consoles, which is something I like to go and see because obviously, I like you guys getting your consoles. So keep that in mind, and we'll try our best to maybe try to find more Target information. So we might have another separate video on that throughout these upcoming few hours or day. Although I would not hold my breath. We'll kind of maybe go and see, though, if we get more movement when it comes to Best Buy, when it comes to Target, when it comes to everything. We'll let you guys go and know. So, all around, good stuff for that. On top of that, too, Amazon. There's always that small chance for Amazon Restock. So I have the Amazon links down below for you guys to check for warehouse consoles or whatever. But when it comes to Amazon itself, PS5 Digitals are overdue. PlayStation 5 Disc Editions, unless it's canceled orders and other various stuff, we'll keep you guys in the loop for that one. Now, part 3, I guess, for casual walk-ins, BJ's. Now, we actually were kind of saying how BJ's have been a little bit more on the quieter side this past week and a half or so, 2 weeks or so. But when it comes to all their stock with it, it does kind of seem like they're getting a little bit more stock. We actually did go and see some confirmations from some New York stores that they were all once again having more of those Ratchet and Clank bundles we keep on mentioning. It's like a $630 Ratchet and Clank bundle, which comes with the controller in the game. It's overall pretty good price. Although you do have to be a BJ's wholesale member, so you guys can go get that stock for it. So just keep that in mind. We have at least been seeing a little baby bit and piece of people getting it, although not as big as it's been before, but it's nice to see some stores might be getting back in the loop of getting and receiving stock. Myers too as well. We actually did see a few folks get in their Myers store in general. So check their stock, check their stores, check and see if there's anything available for it. We've still been seeing some nice successes, although not so much in the Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, etc. range, but at least we have still been seeing little bits and pieces of stock. As well, with more stock kind of showing up in some select states, that does bump up the likelihood of other select states, because it's kind of if one state is getting stock, why would another state obviously not go get stock? So keep that in mind. We are watching that, we're seeing that, and it should be overall pretty good. Fingers crossed, it should be overall pretty good. So no Xbox news for them. A little bit of Xbox Series S is showing on up for that. Other various locations too as well. We don't usually see too many online drops, I'm sure you guys know, on the weekends. A little bit more on the chiller side, relaxing side. But there's always that small chance too for something more on the Microsoft store, because we did go and cover up. Some folks have been getting emails from their promotions tab and spam folders and other various things. So check your emails and see if you guys got a Microsoft direct email. So just go and check. That's the build your own Xbox drop. Would make a lot of sense too, because we're seeing Xboxes in Targets and Best Buys. So it does kind of seem like Microsoft is churning out those consoles, as we're all kind of basically just waiting for PlayStation to hopefully come back in the near future. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But keep that in mind, check your emails. We did not go and see any PlayStation Directs as of today. PlayStation Directs usually don't happen on the weekends, obviously. Same thing too with Walmart. Want to let you guys know we do keep on seeing folks getting their Walmart consoles, which is just nice to see. I like people getting their consoles and getting the hookup. It's just nice. It's just cool. So if you guys do get them, I always like seeing the tweets and messages and stuff. I see everything when it comes to all these things. I just sometimes don't respond, because sometimes it's it's cool. I don't know. Just letting you guys know. I do see it. So if you guys ever tweet at me, I always see it and stuff like that. So thank you guys always for the nice messages and comments and pictures and thanks and all that stuff. But you guys have been getting a lot more Walmart consoles as of recently, which has been phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now for other little various things too, we have maybe starting to see a baby smidgen. There's always that chance for Verizon walk-ins now that they just did another drop. So if any of you guys go check your Verizon stores or areas or locations, feel free to let me know as well. Now for other various side stuff too, military walk-ins and Xbox walk-ins, we have not really been seeing too much of. Same thing too with all the other various locations, like the Fred Meyers, the Krogers, the HEBs, the PC Richards, and Dormas, Belks, whatever. We really haven't seen too much additional walk-in stuff. The only thing that was, I said, it was the very small Myers and BJ's so far, but at least Xboxes have been kind of coming in clutch for Best Buy in those small amounts of PlayStations. But I just want to give you guys that heads on up. We just haven't seen too many reports. It's been kind of more in the dryer for the usual walk-in rotations, and that was also kind of drier as of last week too as well. So at least on the bright side, if there's nothing kind of crazy throughout these next 2 weeks, maybe next week, if all the other big retailers like the Target, the Amazons, etc., all go and drop, that kind of gives us a little bit more freedom to, go and get all that stuff all done done and get more stock and get consoles, etc., etc. So it is kind of nice. At least we are seeing some movement. We're seeing some good stuff. We're seeing some continued support, which is all around kind of cool. So feel free to go leave a like if you guys want to. Subscribe if you guys are new with the notifications on. We'll probably have a bunch more gaming news too as well. We also made a bunch of gaming news before, and another reminder, we'll probably have a nice little special video later on throughout today. So just want to say I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, for existing, for everything. You guys are all beautiful. As well, make sure you guys are checking out the brand new giveaway link down below on the Twitter and the Twitch, the Weeble, the Coinbases, all that good stuff. And you guys are all beautiful. You guys are all lovely. And I'll see you guys up later on throughout today for a bunch more videos. Love you guys.